Hi, friends. Are you ready to buy a house in 2026? Sometimes it's hard to know for sure, but here are five simple questions to help you figure it out. First, do you have a stable job? Knowing you have a steady income coming in can put your mind at ease when you're making a large purchase. Next, do you know what you can afford? You definitely need to understand what it's going to take. So if you haven't talked to a lender yet, that's a really good place to start. And let me know if you like a referral. We work with some of the best local lenders in Hampton Roads. Third, do you have an emergency fund? You'll want to make sure you still have enough money left in the bank to have a safety net in case of an emergency. Fourth, how long will you live there? The general rule of thumb is at least 5 years to make it worth your investment. And finally, do you have a team of professionals to work with? If you don't, no problem. You've come to the right place. If you want to talk about whether or not you're ready to buy a home, we're here for you at Virginia First Realty Group, based in Smithfield, serving all of Hampton Roads. Thanks. Hi, friends. A lot of people are setting goals right now, and it looks like for more people, buying a home is going to make the list this year. New data from NerdWallet shows that more people say they plan to buy a house this year compared to last year. And while a 2% increase might not sound like much to you, here's what it tells me. After several slower years in the housing market, things are starting to look up. If buying at any point this year is a possibility for you, the price is to start the prep work now. Not to lock yourself into anything, just understand where you stand and what you need to make your move a reality. If you want help figuring out where to start, reach out to us, and we'll send you a short blog, 4 practical steps to help get you ready. Doesn't matter if you plan to move soon or wait till much later in the year. It's not too early to get started. Virginia First Realty Group, based in Smithfield, serving all of Hampton Roads. Thanks. Hey, friends, here's the truth that most people don't hear early enough. The first step when you think you're ready to buy a home is getting pre-approved for a mortgage. It's not about committing to buy. It's about getting the financial clarity you need before the right home shows up. You see, when you get pre-approved, a lender helps you understand three important things. First, you'll find out how much you can borrow based on things like your income, credit, and savings. Second, you'll be able to set a price range so you're not guessing or aiming too high or too low. And third, you'll understand what your monthly payment could look like, which usually is a big factor buyers need to think through. And by the way, it also positions you stronger as a buyer when you want to make an offer. So if the right place came along tomorrow, would you feel ready to jump on it? If not, reach out to us and let's make sure that you are. Virginia First Realty Group, based in Smithfield, serving all of Hampton Roads. Thanks. Hi, friends. Let's talk about one of the biggest roadblocks first-time homebuyers keep running into, and that's the down payment. An annual study says that 31% of first-time buyers, that's almost 1 in 3, say that saving for the down payment is the hardest part of the entire home buying process. And so I want to share some information with you that I hope is going to change that. There are over 2,500 down payment assistance programs available right now. And these programs are designed to give you a savings boost. So how much are we talking about? Well, they're helping qualified buyers get on average $17,000 to use towards the purchase of their home. So that's not a small boost. That's enough to make the difference between I'm not ready yet and I just bought a home. So if saving feels impossible, don't count yourself out. Talk to our partner lender to see what you qualify for. And with the help of these programs, you might be closer to getting into a home than you think. Just let us know and we'll send you the referral. Virginia English Trading, serving all of Hampton Roads. Thanks. Hi, friends. Let's talk about something a lot of sellers think they want, but they might regret later. And that's selling as is. On paper, it sounds perfect. No repairs, no projects, no stress. But here's what I'll tell you. Most sellers don't end up going that route. And there are some big reasons why. Right now, 2/3 of sellers are making at least some repairs before they list. And some of those are making a lot of repairs. And that's because inventory is the highest it's been in years. Buyers have more choices again, and more choices gives those buyers the chance to be more selective. That's why I'm seeing the homes that are move-in ready get more attention and stronger offers. And homes that aren't move-in ready tend to sit longer and sell for less. Now, that doesn't mean selling as is won't work. For some sellers, it still makes sense. But it definitely comes with trade-offs. So should you sell as is? Well, the answer is it depends on your house, your goals, and your market. So before you decide, reach out to us. We'll walk you through what we're seeing work well for sellers in Hampton Roads right now so that you can make the choice that works best for you. Virginia First Realty Group, based in Smithfield, proudly serving all of Hampton Roads. Thanks. Hi, friends. If you're wondering what the 2026 housing market is going to look like, here's the short answer. It's going to be better. And experts say that's because three things are lining up at the same time. First, lower mortgage rates. They've already come down, and forecasts show them staying in the low sixes for the year. So that's good for affordability. Second, more inventory. The number of homes for sale could grow by another 9%. That means more options, less upward pressure on prices, and more leverage when you buy. And third, slower price growth. While this is going to vary by area, national forecasts are calling for prices to rise an average of only 1.5%. So when you put those three things together, you get a more balanced market with predictability and more breathing room than you've had in years. If you want to know what this means for your plans in Hampton Roads, Virginia First Realty Group, based in Smithfield, serving all of Hampton Roads. Thanks.